Lori Dupuis, our Canadian gold medalist from 2002. We can get right into Nagano. I mean, Nagano had to be a thrill. You're leaving the country, the continent, really, for the first time, I would think. Flying over there with all the expectations is the first time that hockey is in the Olympics for the girls, and we're going to come back with a gold medal, and it didn't quite turn out that way, but aside from that, the thrill of just being in the Olympics and walking in the opening and closing ceremonies, that's a memory you can't take away.
It's insane, Thom. I mean, I remember Katrina Maidon saying, if you've been to the Olympics, you don't have to explain it to other athletes. But if you haven't been, there's no way to explain it. Like it's, every moment of it is just like a wow factor, walking through the Olympic Village. I mean, some of the things that I think about, you walk into the cafeteria and they had whatever food you wanted. I mean, I like food, but you could, they had McDonald's there, which was the main sponsor. You'd go and grab whatever you wanted. They had pasta, they had anything, because obviously everyone from the world is there. You have to accommodate everybody. They had vending machines with drinks. Everything was free. It was just, you saw athletes from other countries that you've been watching on TV for years. I took pictures with Elvis Stojko, Jean-Luc Brassard, and walking in the opening ceremonies. I mean, do I remember it? Not really. It's just all a blur. You walk in and closing, and it's just, I remember crying at the closing ceremonies thinking, man, this is over. Was it about the competition? Yeah, it was very sad that we didn't win. We were so expected to win. Lots of things led up to that, and the reason why we lost, which is a long, long story, and I probably will never tell. Much longer for this show, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But that was just a small part of it. It was the experience, and much different experience later on, 4 years later.
Well, yeah. Now, I mean, you win the silver, but lose the gold in '98, which is how it feels. And now you're at 4 years. Was there ever a time when, after '98, the focus now shifts to the World Championships for a couple of years before the Olympics at Salt Lake City? Was there ever a time where you maybe thought that I might not be there to get another chance at this? Or was it, and that goes with most athletes, there's always like the younger kid coming along that could take your spot. But when did you feel you knew you were going to get another crack at it?
Probably about 3 months prior to the Olympics.
Good answer.
Let's be real. I mean, it's, I made the world team, in 99, and then I made the world team in 2000 and 2001. I believe it was, 2001. I didn't make the team. I got cut from the world team, and the worlds were down in Minnesota. And I remember going down and watching it with a bunch of friends, and I just sat in the stands, and I'm like, do I really want to do this? And when I did go and watch them and they won another gold medal, I realized, I'm going to work and do whatever I can in order to make this team. And I took steps that, really I had to swallow my pride. I sat down with the head coach and I really listened to the truth. What do you need from me? What do I need to do in order to make this team? And she was brutally honest. Brutally honest, which was fine. I needed to hear that. And I think every athlete does. I wasn't a Haley Wickenheiser. I wasn't a Jana Hefford or a Cassie Campbell where I could just count on being on the team. So I needed to know. And I did what I needed to do. And funny enough, I got lucky. And I remember being on the bus, and I'll give it to Haley this time, where she said, Dupes, would you stop worrying? You are going to make this team. And that was probably 4 months prior to the selection. And I was just like, okay, man, like if she's saying that, she must know something. I don't know if she did or if she just thought I should make it, but either way, it kind of calmed me down and made me settle in a little bit better and play better.
When you think back on your life and your career and what it means to come home, you're in the limelight every time you come home, even though that's probably not the most important thing to you, but you can feel it though, can't you?
Cornwall was just amazing. They did murals, they did all kinds of stuff for me that I will never forget. And I'm very, very grateful for everything that they've done. The people there are very friendly. The people there are very supportive of their local athletes. And I'm result of that. I mean, you look at what I've done, probably no different than some other athletes from Cornwall, but some of the reception that I got coming back to Cornwall was just phenomenal. And I'll never forget it, from parades to, ceremonies at Civic Complex.
How often do you pull out that gold medal?
Once every 3 months.
Nice. What for? Once every
Usually
3
to show
months.
somebody. Usually to show
Okay.
somebody.
All right. Have you had it around your neck, Harper?
Have you seen Mommy's gold medal?
Yeah. Of course.
She doesn't wear it though, because that means she'll never make it to the Olympics if she puts it on.
So it's sort of like not touching the Stanley Cup or raising the Stanley Cup until you win it.
Right.